you know, there are ways that personalities can complement and balance each other. And again, that kind of attributes to what we just said and how we work well with that. But, you know, in another study that we kind of looked up a little bit by a Dr. John Gottman, they found that differing perspectives enhance like the problem solving side and adaptability in marriages.
And this I'd actually like to touch on because, you know, in previous episodes, I mentioned about one of my main purposes in life was to establish and create a marriage that I had never seen or never thought I'd have. And it's this part of our marriage that I think has changed my life, honestly, because I've been able to, and I feel like more recently than anything, especially with podcast planning and things like that, but I've been a lot more vulnerable in sharing, like, okay, I'm going to tell you out loud, this is what I'm thinking and all of it, and I'm not going to hold back anything. And I'll come to you with an expectation like, hey, can you help me level this out? Like, I'm going to give it to you all the way that I wish I could say it out loud, or I would have if I didn't talk to you about it. Can you help me, you know, maintain a little bit more composure if I'm going to share it elsewhere? And you will help me, like, not that I'm becoming less, because I never want to be less. I just sometimes
it's like putting structure to the.
I need the structure behind whatever it is that I'm doing, and I've been able to, because I know that you are my polar opposite. I've been able to invest in believing that you can help me in that area, and I think the same goes for you. I think you can come to me knowing like, you may have all of these doubts or disbeliefs in whatever you might be thinking or planning, and you can come to me with an expectation with the expectation that I will help pull you out and show you to dream bigger or go bigger or and give you the tools you need to get there. Yeah, no,
I would totally agree with all of that. Another, you know, portion of why I think, or what goes into why opposites work so well together is the accountability factor of like our actions and the things that we do, right? Like, you know, just as an example, if I know that like you don't want to do something because you're like avoiding it because you don't really have a rhyme or reason. Right. It's kind of just like, I would say like a shade of, I don't want to say laziness, but like, you know, you're just like, I'm just not feeling it or whatever. And I know that it would be beneficial for you to do it because that's my side of how my brain works. Even if you don't do it to the best of your ability or whatever, but
you
like,
push me to do it.
Right.
When I don't think I can.
Right. And you do the same thing for me in those like lost periods where it's like, you're good at what you do, and it's like, again, it's that encouragement side of keeping me accountable to the things that, not looking in another direction.
And I think this goes right align with friendships too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage. I think a lot of my younger friendships, I spent so much time with people that were exactly like me, and sometimes that accountability is lost when you're constantly with people that are just like you. And because it's more like a competition.
That's what I was just going to say.
It's more like a competition rather than
you can't be better than them.
Right, because you're both trying to be better than each other.
Right.
Whereas for us, especially because we're so different, we're constantly trying to hold each other accountable for being
because of what we know we can be.
And I want you to be a better you.
Yeah.
And you want me to be a better me, and we know how to pull each other and hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
Because there's no competition at all.